Hello friends, my today's topic is configuring a Power BI column chart. Let's pick up. Let's pick from the point where we left with our last demo. We have created a column chart representing the sales of state. In this demo, we will continue to explore different ways to customize our visualization. We will open the visualization dialog, which already opened here, and we still have that format visual icon selected, this one, okay, in which we are working with last video. One thing I want to tell you, on the data set at which I am working is in the description box of the last one video, so you can download the data set and you can create chart and you can practice with me. With this video, with the help of this video, you can practice. Okay, so please download the, I forgot to mention in my last video, please download the dataset from the description box of the last video. Creating charts, what was the last video? Creating charts was, creating bar chart, or that was the last video topic. So we will open the visualization dialog and we still have that the format visual icon we have selected here. So this tells us that we have all the cards associated with formatting currently selected. So we are working with the properties of x-axis. In last demo we were working with. Let's use the toggle control for title. Go to, yes, on off we can use toggle control here. We can change it to on to off and on again. So you can see what are the changes. Okay. Now let's use the style drop down. So where is the style drop down? These are for labels. Yes, we have control over values. We can change the color. We can have maximum area height. We can concatenate labels, and we can have different kind of changes which we can control up. So now let's move to the color. This brings us color choose, which we can control the font color and various other kind of color we can change. We can control the font color for little of x-axis. We can also set and tweak to the font family. So if we want to switch it, we can switch it here from here, and we can see, we can go and we can change various things. If we want to change the color, we can change it from here. Once we are now we were exploring the properties of x-axis. We can increase the height, we can concatenate labels. We have various properties associated with it, at which we can control. So till now we were exploring with the properties of x-axis. Now we can close the x-axis, and now we can close the x-axis and open up the general card. After scrolling, we can see that we can change various kind of properties generally here. We can change height and width. We can also change position. So we can change the position of x-axis and y-axis, which is given as horizontal and vertical. So if I will tweak the position from 9 to 15, then what change you will see? You can see that power column, that chart x-axis moves towards right. In the similar fashion, you can uh, change width. We can also change here. So in similar way, we can change various kind of properties like padding. We can change in advanced options. We can have some changes, and we may have some header icons on where we can, or we can have other effects. We can have a background color which we have put it here. We can also change that one color, like transparency. If we want this one color, it will be there. See, but we don't want that because transparent looks more better and more clear. So we will use transparent. So guys, what other changes we can do? In vertically, we can do some changes. Like we are changing it to 4. Then you will see. So for this bar chart, it's have a control of 0 to 1. So we will explore some more options here. Guys, you can see we can change the width, height and width. I am changing it to 500 height, and I am changing it to, for example, 800. What it will happen? You will see our bar chart is now squeezed up into the top left of the report. Now uh, we may reverse the changes by using the text boxes. We can simply undo it by mouse. So as you can see, it's already reversed. Okay. We simply drag our visualization and simply adjust its position dimension within our reports. So let's turn back to cards. And within the formatting of visualization, let's scroll down and click on the data label cards. Here, there is a little toggle control which allow us to on off of data labels. Use a toggle control in order to add data labels, and hover on the left, you can use the actual value of sales. Okay, as we have done on, we can see this is how much is there for state of California and state of another state. Like state of Utah, the sum of sales is this. If we do it off, we can't read it out. So by using Power BI visualization, toggles and other formats of visualization, we can change up to various levels of the visualization. You can see the actual value of sales appear by turning it on each of the bar. Those labels are little hard to read, and let's expand the data labels card and scroll down and increase the text size. Okay, what we will do? So if we go to the values and we can change it by 9 to not 15 is too much, I guess. If I'm changing it to 11 or I'm changing it to 12, 12 is pretty better. So the labels are now more visible. Close the data labels card and switch back to the main visualization. We can close the data visualization card and turn on the alteration to focus mode. So we are turning it back and we can see how we are going. So what is focus mode? Focus mode is this middle one icon here. So you need to remember what these features are, where they are located here. On the top right corner of our visualization, we have three icons: filter icon, focus icon, and then third one, horizontal dots. The focus mode is something in which we enter by clicking on the middle icon over there. So just go there and enter in the focus mode. And in the focus mode, the entire screen real estate is just to this visualization. Focus mode, see, we can scroll here and we can go back to left. So focus mode stands to contrast in full screen, which we were in a moment ago. We can go to the full screen mode from focus mode just on by clicking on back to the report button on the top left of our visualization. In this example, we only have one visualization. That's why focus mode is not so different from full screen mode. So as we will get more complex example, we will see in focus mode. We will only see and focus on one single visualization. That's the difference in focus mode and full screen mode, which is really important. So let's go to full screen mode by clicking on the back to report button, and let's explore some of the properties on y-axis. So visualization. So we will go to the visualization span towards the center. The control in this card is very similar to the x-axis. Turn on this one. So we will see the control in this card is very similar to x-axis card. We can scroll down and we can change the line color and many other properties which are associated here. Okay, we can change the minimum maximum, we can change the title, we can change the data labels, we can change. So let's change the size, which is already 12 values. We can change it to. So now you see uh, closely, we could use this drop down and change the. So you can see as you change the labels on y-axis, it becomes more suppressed. If we increase it, you will see it will become more prominent again. Okay, and we could use position drop down and change the position from left to right. So where is the position drop down? Okay. Hmm. At your own, you can explore different kind of things like background off. You can on plot area background. Okay, labels, custom. You can on customization of label and overflow of text. So We can also see display units can be changed from auto to thousand. You can see that there is a change in the labels. There is a value K is appeared and all of the units appear uppercase K next to the data labels. Next to our chart, we can control every little, so we can control every little aspect of our visualization. Now we are changing the text size. We are changing it to a 14. And we can have little control over grid lines. So that's because we are inside the y-axis card. When we turn on grid lines, these grid lines apply to the y-axis. So guys, you can change it. You can change column. You can on zoom slider. We can explore different kind of things here. So see, there is an appearance of grid line. So when we turn on a grid line, these grid lines apply onto the y-axis, that is our horizontal grid lines. If we want to turn on vertical grid lines, we have to do this by navigating into the x-axis card. This is a little point worth keeping in mind that grid lines control the level of individual axes. These grid lines are still very faint, so we can tweak their color and stroke width. Yeah, we can change the color, like if we want like this one color and we want to change the point, so you can, these will be more appear, more prominent, because we don't require these. So what we will do, we'll go back here, but in our requirement we can change it. Okay, so we can have various type of controls for our visualization, like grid lines control. So if we scroll down, we can see we have various type of control over here. We can have various type of control over values. We can have various type of, like we want to use color of line is blue, so this is blue. And if we want to see the value up to decimal places, we can also see in that way. So we have seen how to uh, change the grid lines, how to change the colors, how to change orientation. We can even how to use these values, labels. Okay, so we have very much control. Even every little aspect we can control. We can also change scale type. This is a scale type. Till now, logarithmic scale is not on. So we are using linear scale. So if I am going to turn on this, what it will happen? It will go to from linear to log, and this gives just logarithmic chart, and the difference between data value seems to be very smaller. So when you choose scale type logarithmic, when data have different orders of magnitude. So for instance, you have data points where sale in the small state are in tens of dollars, and in the medium size it will be $1,000, and in the large scale it will be million of dollars. So it will be of great use. So for a use case where the order of magnitude themselves vary linearly, so low scale makes some sense. So this is not the case for this particular instance. So let's change to the scale type back to linear. So we can also change the range, invert range. We can also have some minimum and maximum function. So my dear friends, this makes, we can see we have very much, we can change various things here horizontally, vertically. So this gets us to end of this little demo, but not the visualization part. We will start from here. We are ending this demo here only, but we will start for our next topic from here. Okay friends, thank you so much.